What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome to Automotive Life. My name is Lucky, and today I'm going to be giving you an update on my dealership. There's going to be some good stuff, but there's also going to be some bad things, but we're going to cover all that. Now, before I get started, I want to address why I decided to get back into the industry. Now, I've been wholesaling for the last few years. I sold my dealership about 2 years ago, and I've just been enjoying the time off, really focusing on YouTube. I started my channel during the pandemic and was really to help educate and show people, the ins and outs of the automotive industry. And during this time, with you guys messaging back, asking questions, stuff like that, it kind of renewed my love for the business. I do miss actually selling cars to the public. Like right now, all I deal with is banks, auction houses, and dealers. So I don't really deal with anybody in the general public. And so right now is a time where I think they need a better dealership, something to kind of set it off. So that's why I decided to start Panda Auto Sales. The whole joke is Panda Auto Sales. Everything is black and white. Price is the price. We're not going to BS you, and it's just very clear, very stated. And so I've been looking for a spot for quite some time, and I found one right here. Now, I'll just kind of give you a quick tour of what we have. Now, this is in downtown Las Vegas. I'll see if I can go back this way, but you can see all the casinos towards this way. Unfortunately, I wanted to film this on my camera because trying to set up this tripod and follow myself around is a little bit hard. So this is actually shot on my iPhone. So a little bit about the building. It's a little over 25,000 square feet. We have our sales room, which is right here. We have, this is supposed to be all glass, but it's boarded up right now. We have a 6-bay shop right here. And then we have I believe it's a 24-bay shop here with, it's like a parts counter. So this used to be a franchise store a long time ago. I can't remember if it was a Cadillac or a Buick dealership, but this was a dealership here in Vegas. We also have a building over here which we were going to use for rental cars. So let me go ahead and give you the breakdown. So this is a little over 2 acres in downtown Las Vegas, which is the largest spot besides a casino. That's why I wanted this space. Now, like I said, we have a pretty big sales floor out here, which I'm going to walk around and kind of give you some B-roll, and I'll put it in the video. So right here is going to be our sales floor. Right here is going to be our customer repairs. So let me go over there and I'll show you that. So we're on the other side of the building, and if you can see, there's 4 bays here. There's 2 more in the back. And these are what's called after sales service bays. These are going to be for customers that either need warranty work or something else. We want to keep this completely separate from the recon sector and our new YouTube studio, which I'll show you here in a second. So that's what this is for. It's right on the main street. You can check out our massive sign. Our whole goal was to build this all the way up, and we're going to put a big Panda head on the top, but we'll see how that goes. So, but it's a beautiful building. I mean, this thing is huge. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to actually start walking towards the shop bays where we're actually going to be doing the recon and also setting up paint and body, mechanical, upholstery, as well as the YouTube studio where we can start doing projects. Because don't get me wrong, I love talking about the car business with you guys, but after a while I know it's going to get daunting. I'm sure you don't want to stare at my face on every single video. So our goal is to build some really fun stuff that we can build in our shop. Now, like I said, this is our sales office. It's extremely small, but that's okay. All we need is 4 or 5 things to actually set it up. Now, here's the back end of the shop. And if you look right here, this used to be the parts department and service bay. So I'll kind of walk down here and show you guys that this is where customers used to drive in. And there's glass doors right here. You kind of see them with the wood. And right here, this is where the service writers would come out and greet you. So these are still going to be functional once we open up. Gates will be down, customers will pull up. We'll be able to find out what's wrong with their car and either direct them to our service bay where they're gonna have to pay for their repairs, or if it's warranty work, we'll let them know. Now, this is a 2-story building, so the bottom floor is gonna be for service, parts, but the second floor is gonna be more of a YouTube studio for my new channel. So I have some other stuff going on. I'll share it with you guys here in a little bit, but we're gonna have a podcast set up, some other stuff. So when YouTubers come into Vegas, they have a place to come visit, hang out. We also have a bunch of bays where you can park the cars. Now, here are the bays. Now these go all the way across to the other side. I'll walk across the other side, but it's all linked by chain link fence. It'll take me forever to walk around. So these go all the way through. So each bay you see here is 6 cars deep. So there's 2 cars, so 12 cars can fit in each one of these bays that you can see here. So it's extremely massive. So the reason why I wanted this is because the biggest thing that dealers mess up on is recon. I don't care, at the end of the day, you could be the world's greatest salesman, you could buy the cars for really low book, but if you can't fix your own damn cars, you're gonna be in trouble. So that's the whole goal we have this. So once I open up back up to the public, we're actually gonna start doing repairs for other dealerships, other companies and stuff like that. And the other reason why is we're going to start doing a fleet of rental cars. Now, I haven't told a lot of people about this, but I'm waiting for the city to give us approval for a few things so I can get my license so we can set this all up and have our repairs. Now, if you look out here, like I said, this lot with this back lot is over 2 acres. Sorry, I'm gonna wait for the helicopter to fly over. Okay, the helicopter's gone. So like I said, this lot is over 2 acres. So we have a spot right here which we're gonna be setting up for our actual rental car company. So the cars are gonna stay inside here. We're gonna have a small office up front there. And if you can look at this pad, this thing is insanely huge. Now we counted it out. It's a little over 300 cars if we pack them in here, but a very nice setup would be about 150 to 200 cars. So our goal is to get this and slowly expand. Now, we are working with a lease with an option to buy. This place is insanely expensive, but I do believe that downtown Vegas is gonna be something special here in the next 5 to 10 years. So I wanna be one of the dealers that's down here to make something a little bit better happen. Now, if you look over here behind me, you can see that, like I said, it's just chain link fence all the way around. So we're gonna have to do wrought iron fencing, make it a little bit nicer, do a few things to kind of spice it up. Sorry about that, a motorcycle just drove by and it was loud as hell playing crazy music, so I don't wanna get demonetized. But I wanted to open this up so this way you can kind of see it. So it is a big lot, there's a bunch of stuff we can do. Our goal right here was to put a pad and then put a bunch of food trucks here. So this way we have somebody that's here 24 hours a day, it's all lit up. This actually has a lot of lights. We're just gonna switch these out with LEDs so this way it's really bright. Park 2 or 3 food trucks over here. So this way at nighttime people could come, eat food. It's kind of a lively spot. And then we also have people coming in and out so it makes it a little bit better so I don't really need to hire too much security. But then eventually I would like to put some sort of charging station right here, whether it's Tesla, Charge America, Volkswagen's company, either one of those, put those right here. I think would be very, very cool for the downtown area. Now, with all this fun stuff said, like I said, I wanted to start this because I know that now is the time to get in the car business, because as the economy starts to tank, this whole thing about don't catch a falling knife is the complete opposite. You want to start your business in a down economy because you'll get a better deal on a lease, you'll get a better deal on other things like that, which I got a really good deal on this property. But also the main thing is there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna need cheap, affordable cars. I've said it before many times. Yes, do I like nice, fancy, crazy expensive cars? Of course I do. Who doesn't want to have that on their dealership? But it's all about managing your money and making sure you don't expose yourself to too much risk. There's a lot of dealer friends of mine right now that are in big, big trouble because they got maybe 30, 40 cars on their lot and half of them are over $25,000 and they can't sell them. People can't qualify for them. When your lot is, like, I'll be honest with you, 90% of our lot is going to be under 12,000 bucks. And so I don't mind selling cheap, affordable cars because that's what's going to make America move once this recession starts hitting. And all these stimulus ballers that we talked about before, one by one, they're all going to start getting their cars repoed and they're going to need a place to buy a car. So we wanted to take advantage of this and say, hey, this is the best time to get a dealership to sell cheap, affordable cars. And then on top of that, we're trying to work with a few hedge funds and other investors to get about $5-10 million together so we could start building a bank. Because at the end of the day, the banks, remember, every time they have repos and deficiencies, they're gonna start tightening their credit requirements and it's gonna get harder and harder to lend. So unless you are your own bank, which our goal is to become our own bank, we wanna start financing customers all across here, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Arizona, and Los Angeles. And that is our goal with this facility. You know, hopefully become our own bank, be able to finance everybody and grow this exponentially. Now, that's the ultimate plan. Now I'm going to tell you guys all the bad stuff. So unfortunately, the person that was here before did not have a dealer's license, did not have an auto repair license. So what happened was the city of Las Vegas is trying to turn this into, you know, a downtown arts district. So they want to make this massive 20-something thousand plus square foot shop into a live-in workspace. I don't know where you're gonna live and I don't know where you're gonna work. I mean, you can work in these bays, but you can't do anything dirty, which is weird. And I guess you can live upstairs in one of the offices. But they changed the zoning. Now, if anybody's ever dealt with the city zoning, it is a pain in the ass. And that's currently what I'm dealing with now. So the reason why I'm making this updated video is I've been waiting almost a month to meet with a few people from the city to talk about why we need to bring this back. Now, unfortunately, I went to the meeting and I did not get good news. They do not like auto sales. They don't mind doing a little bit of auto repair if I keep everything in the shop, but they don't want auto sales. They said that they want to keep this front area open. And I'm like, this is 2 acres. This thing open looks like an empty parking lot. You're gonna get people coming in, homeless, vagrants, people just sitting here hanging out. And that's what was here before. Like, I'll show you some videos of before. We had the cops come down. There was literally tents all set up here. There was garbage, food, just tons and tons of trash all over the place. It was absolutely disgusting. So for the last month, we've been cleaning it up little by little, boarding up the windows, framing it from the inside, trying to make it safe again because they keep breaking in, they strip the copper out of everything, and we explain this to the city. Now, I'm hoping that they'll make a change. So after we met with them and a few council people, they're interested in our plan. We told them that this is gonna be something that's gonna help, one, the community, because there's a lot of people here downtown that can't afford expensive cars, they need affordable transportation. There are no automotive repair facilities here in downtown. So you got a little over maybe 500,000-600,000 people in a 1 mile area, and there's nowhere to go if you need any type of automotive repair. And then on top of that, we're gonna be hiring people all from this community to bring here to employ people. So there's multiple things. Oh, and that's not even the best part. So across the street here is a school. So if I take you to this alley, it's literally full of like crackheads, junkies, people selling drugs, doing drugs, everything else like that. So these poor kids every day gotta walk through this alleyway down here to get to their apartments, and it's full of all this type of, I guess, bad things and bad people. So I told them, I was like, what do you think the school's gonna want? An empty building with a bunch of crackheads, vagrants, and people shooting up drugs? Or would they like to have a used car dealer that's employing a few people? Now, I know car dealers were not the most popular people, hence that's why I started this channel, because everybody hates us. I think we're more hated than lawyers and politicians. But little by little, I'm hoping to change this. Now, they did sit down, take the time, and listen to basically my plan, and I truly appreciate them doing that. Where we're at right now is they're gonna see if there's something they can do to help give me a special use permit. Is pretty much what it is. Like, they'll allow it, but I have to apply for certain things and I have to stay in certain guidelines, which is totally acceptable because downtown Las Vegas is gonna be booming in the next 5 years. A lot of these places are gonna be torn down, turned into shopping centers, high rises and stuff like that. And that's why I'm looking forward to having something here. And eventually, if things go well and this gets built out and we close on our lease with option to buy, I would like to turn this into a franchise store. I've talked to a few companies, but I'm waiting to hear back on a few more. But like I said, I need something this big to qualify for a franchise store. So that's why I picked this one. Now, the downfall, it could take anywhere from 4 months, there's gonna be 3 months on the fast track to 6 months to get my special use permit. So my goal of opening up in 2023 is completely gone, unfortunately. You know, this was gonna be, like I said, not only a dealership, but a training center. Everybody that wants to come for training, that's why I pulled the online classes, is because I wanna do my dealer training in person. So it's much easier for me to show you how to work software, how to work deals, how to buy cars, how to fix cars in person compared to doing it online. So that was my goal with this. So now that this is not going through, I'm not really sure on how we're gonna do it. We're probably gonna release the classes and offer some sort of phone calls to go along with it, or some Zoom meetings, weekly meetings, so this way we can help go through more information if you have any questions. But as of right now, that was a really big thing that I was really excited about, because I got literally about 70 people on our dealers list, and I keep telling them, wait, December, now it's January, and now I don't even know what to tell people, so I'm kind of bummed out about that. So anyways, if you're a real estate agent in Las Vegas and you're watching this, and you know a property that's available, that's qualified for a used car dealership, it has to be at least an acre and a half, it has to have a shop. Let me know, I'm interested. I'm still interested in this place, but with the timeline, I can't wait 3-6 months because the economy is gonna tank. I know this, so I need to start getting ready with the cars and everything else. We've purchased a little over 100 cars in the last 30 days, and we didn't want to wholesale them because we wanted to wait to see what's gonna happen here. So now I have 100 cars that we have to get rid of. So I'm gonna start taking those to probably Manheim, Copart, IA, Odessa, ACV. I'm gonna put them all online and get rid of them because now I have nowhere to put them. So unfortunately, that's what the deal is. But like I said, I'm not losing hope. I still got faith that hopefully the city will see it my way and be able to give me a special use permit so I can operate here in my dealership. So anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the section down below. If you're a realtor, give me a shout out, hit me on Instagram at Lucky Lopez, and we'll see you next video.